Welcome to this hopeful little series about getting a sub 1 hour world record for Remnant's new game. In this first episode I will talk about what I'm doing to get back to a decent level after a 2 month break, the little routine I have going on, and maybe some little stuff that can help you around. So let's get going. Into the starter and the menu. So first, why training these things? Well, a better start will lead you to have a consistent timing to rely on, and also working on your menu with an easy method. Basically, just create a character, do the start, rinse and repeat. For menu, you will then be able to pre-IM with your mouse and be really fast around. So how do you do? Well, sadly here, there is not any real trick, it's mainly doing it over, and over. It's around 1 minute per try when you're starting out, and you can also extend it by actually binding your adrenaline in, so you can get some sort of complete training. Because actually on the start, you are only an equipping thing, buying thing, and selling thing. So just binding your adrenaline will get you a complete start, beside efficient gear swapping, but we'll come to that in another section, which will be training bosses. Into a really important part, movement and overworld. So movement, as you know, Remnant have a variety of what we can call movement skill set: walking, running, crouching, sliding, and rolling, aka dodging. So while out of combat, you want to run as much as possible, while sliding or dodging if necessary, like on little slopes, while rolling over and then fall is faster than just fall. But for doing that, you need stamina, so here we're going into stamina management. The most important thing about stamina is to never run out of it, otherwise the stamina regen will kick in a lot slower. So when you use it for running or dodging, you want to keep a tiny bit of stam, so your regen kick in faster. That will help you cover more distance under adrenaline, or to have enough stam to dodge a lot when you need to. So about movement, when do I need to do what? Well, that directly connects to your dungeon and overworld knowledge. To know the layout of the area you're in, to know which path to take and what it requires you to do. The only thing I can give you here, other than doing it again and again and again, just running the game, is the Overworld Guide by Octostorix, who is a speedrunner moderator for Remnant, so thank to him for that, and the link will be in the description. This guide contains a layout for all Overworld known as Earth, Rom and Yaisha, but only from the top view, so you'll still have to figure optimal movement in it by yourself, like topology. Sadly, there is no such thing for dungeon, since there are much wider variety of dungeons layouts than overworld layout, so hopefully that helps you. Now into the bosses. And finally into bosses, probably the most hardest thing when you're starting or coming back into the game, that Anyesha range mob, but we'll talk about that in another video. So how do you train for bosses? Well, as everything else, you guessed it, doing them over and over. But this time, I got a setup for you. First, preparation. Get yourself to the level of upgrade you should usually have when getting to the bosses. For example, getting a weapon to +5 before the F bosses, which are changed at the end. And then get a ton of consumable, because you will chunk a lot of them. And just do the boss. But when he's down to a few HP, don't kill it, suicide yourself with either the liquid escape or let the mob kill you. So you can respawn just before it, and the mob will be back to full HP and in his spawn position, so you can do it again like it's new. That way, it turned out to be something close to starter training, so you are around 1 or 2 minutes per try, so that's really quick, and you can do that for every bosses in the game and every encounter, like the jungle ambush on Yesha 1 or the mother route. The important part here is to get to know this encounter, get to know the bosses, how do they react, when do these hard spawn, etc. Some of them are manipulable, but that will be for a more advanced video. If you have made it this far and would like me to do a more detailed video about something I mentioned earlier, just tell me about it in the comment. The next episode will focus on how my run are going so far, and we will go much more into detail. So that's it for me, see you around.